Hey everybody, I'm Hailey Feldman and welcome to My Chic Style Live. I'm just putting on my little wrist brace and waiting for my Amazon Live video. It's connecting to my streaming data, so please give me, and here we go. Go live. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Hi, happy Amazon Big Deal Days. This is day 2 and the final day of the Big Deal Days. So exciting. I have to tell you, I did a few lives yesterday and they were women's fashion and they went very, very well. But I think that a lot of people are just, really overwhelmed by so many deals. So that's why I'm here to help you. I'm just gonna do a little sound check here. All right, sounds like I'm good to go. I am my own assistant here, guys. So bear with me here. I'm just connecting to my own stuff here. Now, Amazon Live, so much fun. Love it. And make sure that you click on mute so that you could hear me and get lots of wonderful style tips. So feel free to say hi, hello, and use the chat. That is what it is all about. I am going to just make sure that I could see the chat here. Hi, I'm Hailey Feldman, your host today. Wonderful, so exciting. Okay, so jumping right in. I have added so many things to my hi Lisa, how are you? I have added so many things to my cart and then I've clicked save later. But as far as luxury premium beauty goes, these are great deals. A lot of the Jane Iredale and the Stila Cosmetics, these are all deals that are happening. You're looking at 30 plus discounts, 30% off discounts and more. I know this is all makeup, but I have my little dress tagged if you're interested in that. It's really pretty, also included in this very special sale. So we're going to run through my favorite makeup picks, not just for big deal days, but in general. These are products that I live and breathe and completely endorse. I have to say, this Beyond Matte, I already have it on my face and I use it with, I have my little notes. I use it with this big blending brush here, all by Jane Iredale. So that's what I put on my face first, always. And then I use the powder and the powder brush here. So again, these are very splurge-worthy items for me when they're not on sale. But when they are on sale, maybe I'm gonna take advantage of it. No, I definitely am, especially that this hair dryer here that's at the end of the carousel. I did my hair today and I'm gonna show you a video of me doing it yesterday. I am not a beauty, makeup, hairstylist expert. So all of these products are going to work for you. They're going to be products that are high quality, right? So these are premium beauty brands, high quality, so that if you are a beginner or you're just, your specialty isn't doing your hair or your makeup, it's a smart shopping idea to invest in premium beauty, high quality makeup products. Yay! So let's jump in. All right, the Beyond Matte foundation. It comes in many different shades. I love it because it gives me, for my skin type, it depends on the time of year, but I'm usually combination normal. So I like this one because it gives me just a nice clean foundation. So I start with this, and what I do, and bear with me as I'm one-handed here. So what I do, so here's a little applicator. It's totally glass, and I put it on the blending brush. This is a new thing. I always like to experiment with makeup, which, you know, for some, we may not have time, but for me, this is my job, and I'm always trying to get better. So I take this amazing product, and I have the color M4, and then I take the blending brush, which is on the carousel too, and I go all over. So let's go here, just a little bit so that you could see. The blending brush, this one here, this is the multi-use blending brush. And so you could do a lot with it. You could use it for, you could do, you know, your blush with it. You could do all over foundation. You could even do touch-ups under your eyes. These are, again, the Jane Iredale brushes. They were sent to me by the brand. Thank you guys. And they are definitely, I mean, for me, everybody's budget is different. But for me, you know, these are more expensive items, right? So I love that I could get these brushes right now on sale during the big deal days, right? So first little trick, you do your foundation, the matte, Beyond Matte foundation, and your blendy brush. Second thing I do, I love, love, love these compacts, the powder foundation by Jane Iredale. If you've come to my shows before, you've seen this live. Sorry, I was trying to like curl my hair, but again, so never easy. Now this comes in, this does not come with the compact. You have to buy the compact separately. It is also on sale. So this is how you buy the compact, and then you get, hold on, I have everything over here. 1 second, let me get my, where is that stuff now? I have it somewhere. Where are the little, you know when you're like so overly organized and that, oh, it's right in front of my face. I over organize and then I'm like, I don't know where anything is. I'm also in a studio today, as you could see, kind of a new set and fun. So look, if you buy it, this is how it arrives. And it's amazing. It gives you, it has SPF in it. So for my ladies that are looking for multi-purpose items, not just a powder matte foundation, but with SPF, which is anti-aging, right? Protect your beautiful skin from the sun. So this is how it will arrive. Obviously, it will not, I hope it doesn't arrive totally used like this. But you could see how I really go through these. So my advice to you, get this and then the compact as well so that you can do that. Now, here are my 2 little tricks for you. I do 2 things. And I have more notes here. So first, I do use under eye concealer, but sometimes if I've had a good night's sleep, I don't really need it. So I have 2 colors that I'm obsessed with. The first one here is the light one. This is the Riviera color, okay? And then the second one I'm gonna show you, and I promise this will all make sense shortly, is the Golden Glow. So what I did, and I already have it on, I have every single show that you guys see me, this is how so I start with the Riviera, which is a lighter color. And I do this, I take this amazing powder complexion brush, which is next in the carousel, and I go over my eyes. So I use it because it's a light color, and depending on your skin tone, so choose one that's a light color, and then you go like, you know, if you have a little bit of redness, so I have rosacea, so it covers up what, you know, you do your Beyond Matte foundation, and then you have this light powder to go over, you know, the under eye, the dark circles, and then also any kind of redness, and it really covers it nicely. And then you take your Golden Glow, which is my favorite. It's a little bit darker than my usual skin tone, but like the Riviera color is probably almost like a perfect match for my regular skin tone. But let's face it, we all need a little bit of color. So I do this all over. So make sure, always go under the neck, right? And that I I closed my eyes today and like just sat down here and just went like this all over. Like you don't even need a mirror for this. It's that good. So here is your amazing powder complexion brush. So look, you have a 20% off right now, which is so, so, so cool. And I love that, love that. So my little trick, get one of the lighter for your redness and get one of the, you know, a little bit more of a bronzer, and you go all over. Again, like I said to you guys, I have rosacea, meaning I have the most sensitive skin in the world. And I love these brushes because, whoa, when I started to use them, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, wow, did that just solve? I used to feel like I was allergic to makeup in a lot of ways. And then when I started to switch over to the Jane Iredale, to the Stila Cosmetics, and using these brushes, I realized, oh wow, you know, these high quality, sensitive skin friendly products, even though they're more expensive, they really do go a long way. And now let's look at some other great Jane Iredales. This is the hydrating tinted moisturizer. As well, it's not a tint, it's not a moisturizer, it's a serum. Okay, so I do have a moisturizer, tinted moisturizer for you with SPF. This one is, if you just want like a little bit of coverage, look, I have to order another one. If you just want like a little bit of coverage, you would go all over with this. Again, you take your big blendy brush all over, and it's beautiful and hydrating. I have it in the color Light 2. It's so fantastic. This is a really nice one. If you're just looking for something that's not, I mean, I don't think that any of these foundations, the Beyond Matte that I really wear the most, it doesn't feel heavy, but you guys saw how tiny, like the tiny bit I applied to the brush, right? So you don't, less is more with the Jane Iredale, which I love. So you get a lot, I mean, I've had this for, a year. I think I got it in April last year. I mean, so I gotta get a new one. So it really, really does a great job. Now, a really smart buy would be the primers. I already have it on, and it's really difficult to put it on over my current makeup. Why? Because it's a primer, it's a makeup primer. I was not, when I first learned about makeup primers, I thought, what? Like, why would I need that? You know, why do I need to put something on after my moisturizer so that my makeup looks better? Like, I just thought that that would not be something that was worth, you know, spending money on until I tried it. So the one that I have here is the Illuminating Glow. I also have it in mattifying and brightening. So if you click on the product, you could see they all have kind of different features to them depending on how you wake up and what you need. Sometimes I'm a little bit more oily than I want to be, so I use the mattifying. Sometimes I'm a little bit duller, so I'll use the illuminating. Again, it is super simple. Look, the directions, all you do, you take the tiniest amount, look how pretty that is, and you go all over, and I mean, the name, look how pretty, can you see this, like, it doesn't have, it looks like a shimmer, but I promise when it goes on, it won't be a little shimmery. It won't be like, you know, you won't have some weird shimmery stuff, although you don't have glitter all over you or anything like that. But yeah, again, going to the Jane Iredale, right? You are getting a great deal right now, right? A great value for these, you know, premium beauty products, and they have incredible features, right? This illuminating one is super hydrating, and it has like that pearly glow like I showed you guys, and it really preps your skin and keeps your skin healthier, especially when you're wearing something like a foundation all day long, whether it's, you know, going to work or going to be on camera, whatever it is, it's always really smart to have that. And I just love that. So you know, again, I'm going to add some urgency to you guys. I know that usually with Amazon, we have some time to think about what we're going to buy, but unfortunately, the big deal discounts, October Prime Week, they end tonight. So grab it and run. If you want some tips or if you want some advice as to, you know, colors and, you know, what you know, if you're looking for a certain kind of, you know, you want something that's more brightening, or if you, any kind of advice I could give, please feel free to use the chat. It's a wonderful thing. So Stila Cosmetics only have 2 items on sale. And if you're around at 4 o'clock today, Eastern time, then you're going to see my amazing Stila show that is right here. So just a quick note as we, you know, before we jump in here. So here is the thumbnail. And if you want to come to this live, or if you want to watch it recorded, here's how you get there. If you're on your desktop computer, just click that little navigation and you go to Programs and Features. You scroll down, you click Amazon Live, right? And then you click, you see if you follow me here, right? Then you'll be able to see My Chic Style by Hailey Feldman. And then you click Visit My Storefront and it'll take you to, you'll see all my upcoming and past live streams. So really, really, really great. Just a quick little business as usual, as I don't want you to miss out on the dedicated Stila show. All right, so let's look at these amazing Stay All Day Smudge Proof liners. Okay, so I have every single color, even the new ones. This is Plumfell, this is Vivid Sapphire. Let me grab some. Let me grab these here. These could all be yours at 30% off, Stila Cosmetics. So unlike the Jane Iredale, the Stila stuff is, you know, they only have 2 products that are on sale right now, which is the mascara, which I have on right now. Oops, I thought it just like paused for a second. I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see. Here we go. Hi. Okay. Is everything working? Everybody got that? Yeah. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Cool. Sorry, I'm just doing like a little bit of a, I'm just doing a little sound check here before we go in, so that I could make sure that everything's working. Again, hi, I'm Hailey Feldman, your host, and let's jump into one of the only 2 products that are available right now. So we have every single color, and we have all the new release colors too. So let's take a look. Again, I'm gonna go into more detail with these at 4 p.m. today, and you're gonna see every single color, and it's gonna be really, really fun. I love doing in-depth, like shorter, not as many products, so less of a haul, right? And more of a real focus on these products. So look, these are the brand new colors. So look at this. These are the new colors of the gel here. See that? These are all the brand new ones, and then they have their classics too. My favorite, well, I can't say that I have a favorite, but the one that I use the most is the Damsel Dark Brown, which goes beautifully with their liquid eyeliner that I have on right now. And the Damsel Dark Brown is just like a classic, it's like a perfect, it's not a jet black, it's a dark brown, right? So here is, oh my goodness, look at this. Let's look at Stingray Black. I've never seen this one before. Let's open it up. So look, these are, so right now you have a 30% off for the Prime Big Deals. They glide on beautifully. I'm gonna show you the color. We're gonna do a little bit darker. We're gonna do Stingray Black. So here it is. So we all need a classic. What what gal doesn't need a classic, you know, brown? Look at that. That's pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna actually go underneath here. So I like this one. Ooh. Yeah, that really. Okay, my eyes just got bigger, right? That works. That definitely works. Wow. So definitely come back at 4 o'clock today and we'll do a more in-depth look so you could see all of these. But before we do anything more, I have to put on some eyeshadow because I did not do that for my show with you today because I wanted to do some nice try-ons, of course, because, you know, that's the whole purpose of being here, right? You want to be able to see these products live, in person. That is what that's like the beauty of Amazon Live, right? You get to, it takes a lot of the fear out of buying, right? So let's do this, okay. Now, so I love now this one comes in like a 3-shade too. So you could get 3 shades or you could get 6. I have Riverstone Sweet Spot, and I also have, oh, it's probably in my makeup bag. My favorite one is the Driftwood color. Again, you guys have seen these before, so let's use the Sweet Spot one because it's really pretty. This is a 19% off deal right now. Actually, the one that I have highlighted, I think, is Driftwood, the one that I usually use. So I'm going to take my Jane Iredale flat eye brush, and I'm going to do this carefully. It's always so difficult to put on makeup in this like selfie, I wouldn't even call it a selfie camera, you know? So look how pretty this is. This is all day, and again, you could really build with it. So you could just use the 2 colors here at the beginning, or you could use all 3. What I like to do at night, I'll put a little bit more of the dark brown. I'll just put a tiny bit on during the day, and then I'll add more later. Where is the brush? I wanted to see, did I put that brush on? I have a lot of stuff, I know. Where is my little brush? Okay, there's the camouflage one. Cheek brush. Okay, this one I am so obsessed with. This is the brow and, oops. It looks like you guys are loving these brushes, so I'm gonna keep going with them because I use them. Again, this one's 21% off. Look, you just fluff your brows here. See that little? And they're super easy to clean. I take just my gentle skin cleanser and I clean the brushes, you know, once in a while. And then this I use to put, here's my little trick. So I'll take the 3 eyeshadow palette here, and I'll use the darkest color, and I'll put it on here, and then I go under, like that. I have contacts in, so I'm not doing the demo that well, but you could also use it. So remember I was showing you the Stila gel pencil up here, and obviously I'm not gonna continue with that weird line there, so I'm gonna try to blend it out. Okay, now the great thing about these brushes, definitely got in my contact there. Great thing about these brushes, even if it's not totally working, where are my other brushes here? Okay, let's take the camouflage brush. Ooh, this one's for concealer. This one I love. This one is so good. This is liquid complexion. Look, see you guys, I see you use it all the time. This is the fluffy eye brush. Okay. Lip brush. Where are my other ones? Do I have any more over here? Overly organized, guys. Bad idea. All right, so look, I will take one of my other brushes here. just to blend it. Let's take the flat brush, flat fluffy eye brush. Where is that? Can't find it. Alrighty. Or you know what we could do? So look, you just like blend it out here. Another little trick is to use the Jane Iredale amazing brush it, where is it now? Hold on. Where are you? Okay. Lashes. She's too organized. No, not at all. Where are my other little, here they are. So some of the things kind of live in my makeup bag, and then some of them do not. So I have the color, I think this one is Moonstone that you're seeing now. And I also am going to show it to you in the color Saddle. So Moonstone was sold out for a really long time. And now it is back. And of course, you're getting that 21% off. So look, isn't that pretty? I've used almost all of it. So sometimes, like if I make a mistake, just blend it out like that. See? And actually, I really like it because, you bought it from one of my shows. Yeah, the Moonstone's really pretty. And it goes on so pretty. You put it like on the little inside of your eyes too. It brightens things up. All of these colors are great, and these are just, you know what I love these for? Holiday gifts. Smart shopping tip for you guys. Take a look at your Christmas holiday gift list, whatever that may be, whoever is on that. And maybe you would want to give them something like this, because again, this is the color Saddle. These are on sale right now, and they are not going to be on sale tomorrow, at least, well, I'm assuming they're not going to be on sale tomorrow. I don't know that for a fact. But again, like you're getting a lot of value here. So I love the Moonstone and Saddle combo. So you get these are eyeshadow sticks. They're so simple, beginner friendly, love it. And they come in lots of colors, but I like the Moonstone because it's like a light, it's sort of just like your base. That's your base eyeshadow, right? And then you could add a little bit more of the Saddle color to add, to darken it up. So you could do something that is work, daytime, going to the gym appropriate, or smoky eye, glamazon, right? That's the beauty of these. And then these two products together combined, a really cute idea for holiday gifts for that makeup lover like me. So love that, love the demo. Now, again, if you go to my storefront, you just click my little face and visit my storefront, you'll be able to see, just type in Jane Iredale, and you'll see so many videos. I do tons of these videos all of the time. All right, so I wanted to put on like a little bit of lipstick because I need it badly. And let's see, so this is I have a couple of colors. One I think I left in my bag. So this one is Desert Rose, and this is limited edition, and this came out, let's say last year. This one I keep in my kitchen, and like this, I have a tiny little tray where I keep like my keys. I keep, just like lip gloss, notes. So this is a very subtle, no makeup color. The Desert Rose is really, really beautiful. I'm loving the 21% off deal. It's also very lightweight. Oh my gosh, I think I still have the tag on my dress. Where are my scissors? How embarrassing. I also was doing a live yesterday, and I did a couple of outfit changes because it was women's fashion. And I wore this dress, and it wasn't even zipped up fully in the back. I like tales of the one-handed gal. It's just, the struggle is real. All right, so you have Copper Dune, and then I also have the, so Desert Rose, And then the other limited edition one is the Copper Dune. So this is more, this one's not the best for my skin tone. It has more of like a brown to it, but my mom looks great with these kind of more, again, it's neutral. It's a no makeup, super hydrating lipstick, but it is a no makeup look. So look, these are the two limited edition ones that came out. And the Copper Dune, a little bit more brown than the Desert Rose. So it's very similar, but great. And look how much product, look at the value. Not only are you getting such a great deal, but look how much lipstick you have. That's a lot. And you don't have to, it arrives in its own little, it has its own little case, right? Some of these lipsticks now with these designer brands like not Jane Iredale, but a lot of these lipsticks come without the lipstick holder thingy, lipstick case. I'm like, wait a second, how much am I buying here? The only thing that I think is totally worth it is obviously the Jane Iredale, the all over powder foundation that I showed you earlier. That is worth buying the compact as well, because I promise you, you're gonna go through it. So again, love these colors, so beautiful, that no makeup look. And if you want to do a classic red lip, you go with the color Candy Apple. Look at this. So this is your Christmas red. This is another great gift. Highly recommend this. So if you want something that's hydrating, like a creamier lipstick, if you want something that's matte, this is it. It goes on super smooth, and you don't have to, less is more with it, right? So love it, beautiful, stunning, and look how it's packaged nicely. So again, as far as gifts go, look, this is, hi Aria, how are you? Happy Prime Big Deal Days. Let me know if there's anything you're interested in looking at. You're back in America. Wonderful. Just in time. Yay. I'm so happy. You missed my fashion shows yesterday, but I have some really pretty stuff, some Goelia, beautiful products. So definitely take a look at those, the past lives. All right, cool. What else are we looking at? So we did some eyeshadows. Let's look at, okay, you guys are liking the, now, so Stila Cosmetics, again, hopefully you guys will join me at 4 p.m. today, Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna do it, it's completely sponsored by Stila, all Stila Cosmetics, and we're going to go and do a deep dive product page. We're gonna look at their and we're gonna look at a lot of their products, but we're gonna deep dive on this big mascara as well as the gel liner, because they only have 2 things that are on sale, which of course, you know, does make sense in the long run here. So give me a second to find it and grab it. All right, I just love, this is again guys, this is the perfect time right now, today. These deals end tonight. And usually we have time, right? We have time to make decisions. We could let it sit in our cart and kind of, you know, maybe we'll do it, maybe not, maybe yes or no, but it all ends tonight. So that being said, let's take advantage of it. I'm going to, like, in between my live now and my show at 4, I'm getting all my Christmas and holiday shopping finished. I'm just doing it. Let me see, I have it in its packaging too. So this is how it looks. Now, this is called the Big, Huge Lash Mascara. Look, it's almost as big as my face. So they're not joking. It is gigantic. It's gigantic. I love it, love it, love it. Let's see here. Okay. I want to show you the packaging, which I have. So look, again, smart gift, smart shopping. If you are shopping for birthday gifts, for Christmas gifts, whatever it may be, just grab a couple of these, because the one that I've been using, I've had it for over a year and I actually have it on now. I could even share my screen with you guys. Let me see, because I posted a video yesterday on my Amazon storefront of me getting ready for my shows yesterday. So let me share my screen so that you guys could see it. Okay, let's see, how does that look? All right, let's maximize that. And do you guys see it says more live streams there, right? Or you could click, you could see my Chic Style, Hailey Feldman, right? So those are ways to get to me. So let's watch this little video. I do have commentary here, but that's the gel liner that you guys were loving. I don't know why there's captions there. I didn't put it. So that's the gel liner. I'm going underneath, right? And I had fake lashes on, which were, so I used the gel liner to go over that, right? So there I have, it's also waterproof and amazing, great tip. All right, so now let's do, I was talking about the dark brown color. All right, next on the list, here we have it, right? So that is the mascara. It's so great. Hey guys. Oh, thank you so much. So look how I'm applying it. It's gigantic. So here it is in its beautiful packaging, gorgeous gifts. All you need to do is throw some tissue paper around it. And this is how it arrives here. Let's see if I could do a little even better of a shot. So look, I had fake lashes on and I have them on now, which is, you know, kind of a, I don't usually do the fake lashes, but I do it when I'm on camera because the amount of makeup that one needs to wear to look like normal on camera is a lot more than what you would usually wear. So look, there it is. It's truly gigantic. So again, let's take a look at, so this is when it comes out of the package, and this is it in its packaging. Love it by Stila. So it really, really gives you a lot of volume. Let's go back to, let's see here. I want to show you how I'm putting it on. All righty. All right. Now again, like these are all these videos are available for you guys to go back and have like a little makeup tutorial. I have it on mute only because you guys could go back and look at it. But these are all on my storefront, so definitely make sure to follow me. So the Huge Extreme Lash Mascara, it adds volume. I mean, look at my lashes right now. It adds volume, it's super long wear, and it only comes in black. As far as mascaras go, I don't do brown mascara. I'm like, give me as much volume and as dark as possible, right? And it just like really, it also moves with the lashes, right? It's a really, really great product. So definitely tune in at 4 o'clock today, and we'll do more of that. Another great product that I love. So this is also 20% off. This is one of my favorite. Well, now I have it on subscribe and save because I'm a Prime member. So if you're a Prime member, take a look. You might get a little extra off too. So this one has a primer, right? This is not premium beauty, but it's amazing. It's all vegan and cruelty-free, fabulous. So you put the primer on, the white, and then you just let each one kind of sit, so it kind of just divides all of the lashes and conditions them, and then you have your black mascara here. So I love the price point on this one. It's a great one. I like to switch my mascaras out every 3 months or so. I had a friend that used to do it every 6 weeks, but she never used these kind of high quality products. So we're looking at, you know, as far as price point goes, we have the Honest Beauty, we have the Stila Big, you know, Extreme Lashes, and then we also have one more. We also have the Jane Iredale one. Now this is their tubing mascara. It is really, really cool. When you wash it off, it kind of comes out in these little tiny little pieces. And again, another really, oh gosh, it's really hard for me to open things with my left hand kind of broken here. So bear with me. What is going on? It's so hard. Oops, there it is. So another, look, you got a lot there. This one is, you know, you have a lot of details here. I like this one for daytime because it really just divides my lashes nicely and it comes off beautifully. So this one right now is also 21% off, which is great. It's a fairly new release as far as Jane's collection goes. They have a couple of different mascaras. I like the tubing one because it's different, and the way that it comes out is just really, really cool and fun. It's, you know, it's different because it separates everything, and it has that long wear effect, but it's not like as crazy waterproof as other ones. So maybe don't wear it to the gym, but great for just an everyday mascara. But if you buy that one, I highly recommend also getting it with the lash conditioner, another 21% off. The lash conditioner is similar to the Honest Beauty mascara that I showed you guys, where you have the primer and then the black mascara. So if you get the Jane Iredale, you start with the primer here, and then you do your tubing mascara. Now, the primer by Jane is also, so same thing as what I was telling you guys earlier about, you know, face makeup and buying face makeup primer, like the illuminating, brightening, and the mattifying primers. I never was a firm believer, like why do I need to condition and prime my lashes? Well, when I started to do more on-camera work, I noticed that my lashes were not only getting, like, they were losing, it's sort of like if you over color process your hair, you start to like lose hair. At least that happened to me once. So all of these things, I know that they are a little bit splurgy, but with these discounts, you can splurge. You can take advantage of that, which is nice. So I don't know, personally, if these were not on the big deal days, I would say I really need a mascara. But do I want to spend, you know, the regular price with this? Do I really want to add another product just to condition my lashes? Well, the answer to that, well, before I knew how valuable this was, would probably be no. And look, like we all have our budgets, and we have to say we need a new mascara, but maybe we don't do the primer. But I promise you, you will not be sad, especially because you're getting such a great value here. So we have primer, tubing mascara, which is not as waterproof. We have the non-premium beauty, but also cruelty-free vegan primer and regular mascara. And then we have the super huge Stila mascara, which I have on now. And then of course, my other favorite mascara that I wear all the time is it's a little bit further down on the carousel. So let me grab this. I want to make sure I got it. Okay, here we go. Oh look, yeah, this is the stuff that I pulled from my makeup bag, and here it is. I love this one. I have it in the smaller size, but you'll get the regular size here. 30% off. That's a great deal. That's a great deal. This is the strength and length. I love it because look at this. This is the back, and this is the front. Now, again, even if you're a not makeup pro like me, don't be afraid of these crazy kind of looking applicators. They are crazy looking, spider-like for a reason. This is one that I wear all the time. If I'm like running to do errands, I just put this on. It does wonders for it. At least for me, like I could just do a tiny bit. And look, I use this little side to like go on the bottom here, and then I just kind of pull it up. It's such a great mascara. So look, I know that mascaras are really hard sells because everyone's kind of like, I've found that mascaras can be harder to sell than like lipsticks. Same with foundations, right? But you have so many options here. And again, the big deals end tonight, sadly. So it's a wonderful opportunity to maybe try 1 or 2 or 3 or buy them in bulk. Maybe one of these you guys use often like I do, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna just like stock up right now. So that's a really smart shopping tip. Another wonderful, wonderful product. Everybody seems to just go crazy for this lip glaze. I'm gonna show you more of these. Let me just get organized. Hello. Oh, and if you like my dress, isn't it so pretty? It's tagged at the end of the carousel. So enjoy that little extra bit there. Where am I putting other stuff? Okay, I can put this, I'll just put it here. I'm trying to like, oh look, the details brush, I found it. All right, so let's do this. I'll just leave it here. I have a couple of colors to show you. I left one in my purse. One just literally lives in my purse. These came out, these are fairly new by Jane Iredale. They have the most beautiful colors. The one that I chose was Crystal. Again, going back to the benefit of big deal days, you are getting a major value on premium beauty products on Amazon, right? So this one's 19% off, and you know, it is just such a great time to experiment with some different colors. This is just the clear one, so if you want to gift somebody who maybe you're not sure if they like a dark red or like a bright pink, you just get the crystal one. This one goes, I like to go over, and it just gives that extra little tiny bit of gloss and a tiny bit of pop without being too poppy. So this is as far as, and I have all of the colors in this, but if you're like, for as far as gifts go, I like the clear one because the crystal clear one, because you really just can't go wrong. However, I have more. So let's look at these. I have Cherry Noir, which for fall makeup is stunning. When I first was sent this, I said, oh, I'm just gonna gift this to a friend. And I'm so happy I didn't, because I put it on recently and it is dramatic, but it is so fall to me. So I love this. Look, it goes on like your favorite lip gloss, but has the pigmentation and the long wear as like a lip stain and like a matte lipstick. You could wear this alone. You don't have to layer it over anything. So this one is your fall winter ultra New York chic color, the Cherry Noir. And then I also use the Au Naturel, which is, I think, in my purse, a really great color. This is the Flush color, sorry, Flush. And this one actually matches my dress. This is what I would wear. So if you are interested in getting my dress, then check out this lip glaze in Flush. It's almost a perfect match, although I have a couple of colors on from my demos. And let me just tell you, so this is the High Impact Lip Glaze. Again, beautiful packaging. I love how it arrives. It's rich yet weightless, one of my goals. And it gives you, see, like I have a little shine, but it's not too, I don't know. Some of these trends now is like, it's so glossy. And for me, I like a matte look with some sort of pop, whether that is, you know, using the Moonstone eyeshadow stick, or a big, or like a glossy, this is the Siren color, this is another classic, right? So you gotta choose choose your makeup wisely, sort of like when you're planning out what you're going to wear, your outfit. You want to make sure that you have a lead actor, right? So if it's gonna be a dramatic red lip, great. If it's going to be a smoky eye, great. Although I kind of love the smoky eye with the siren color too. So these are beautiful gifts and a wonderful value. Again, everything ends tonight. The benefits of these, wear it alone, layer it over, and it's just looks so high end, just like all of the Jane Iredale stuff. It's packaged beautifully. Look, you get this for a holiday gift for somebody, stocking stuffers, or for your girlfriends, whatever. You throw some white tissue paper around it, put a little bow to Hailey, love Sally, Merry happy holidays, blah, blah, blah. And like, hope 2026 is better than 2025. Best wishes, warmest regards. Guess that show. All right, let's see. I also have a wonderful 30% off lip glaze. Also forgot to get it out of my purse, right? Again, fully endorse all of these. Under eye concealer, this is it. I have, again, this is 30% off. You guys aren't clicking on it right now, but I have to tell you, this one has SPF in it. So for my ladies that want something that's anti-aging, I love, 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 capital L-O-V-E, this by Jane Iredale. It has SPF 30 in it, and it goes on beautiful. This is in Light and Plus. Jane has a couple of really nice, she has a couple of concealers. I actually I tried one of my mom's liquid concealers today, and I don't even have, I'm 35, and I stay out of the sun. I take care of my skin. I do my best to take care of myself in general, but so I don't have I don't have those fine lines yet, but there's time is something you just cannot buy, and stick with me, give me a couple more years and they'll be there. That is why I love this product. So for whether you are 30-something like me, or you are like my aunt who is, well, gosh, I better not say. Well, I have a few aunts, so I don't want, she would be very mad if I said her actual age. But if you have an aunt that's maybe pushing 70, she will love this too. Look at the applicator. It's like this little alloy. It's has a cooling effect. Again, you just put a tiny bit on, see that there? And literally I fall asleep. It's so soft. And then you just take, look, here's my concealer brush. And you just very gently, right? Because under your eyes, that's a tough spot, right? Under your eyes, be very gentle there. It's a very delicate area. So 2 products I can't live without, the SPF 30. I actually may add this one to my cart because I feel like I need to get a new one. Okay, one more foundation to show you guys. This is, Jane came out with a lot of new releases in 2024. And I think this one was from 2025. I have all of the light medium colors. I have 30, 34, and 36. So if you're looking for more of a dewy, less matte, if you want. So remember, I had a couple of foundations for you guys from Jane, right? Where's the Beyond Matte one? I put it away probably. Hold on. Oops. So I like to show options. So this one is the Skin Tuition, and this is a newer one. I also showed you guys the hydrating serum, and here's the Skin Tuition. My skin tone is good with the light medium shades, but a little trick is to find your color match. You look at the color of your veins to see if you're neutral or if you are, there are different undertones which help you choose which color is the best. There are so many colors available, so take a look at the product page. Now, again, just like I did with the Beyond Matte Foundation at the beginning of the show, which is here. right? So remember I took this is the one that I'm wearing now, and I took my amazing blending brush, which you guys are loving, and I just took a tiny bit, see? Put a little bit here, and now I'm gonna use it. So this one is a more dewy finish. And it's looking dewier because I have some studio lights on me. So you know what I've been doing? Instead of, if I'm a little bit pressed for time, I'll just use this almost as a blush. And I go kind of like all around, just those areas that you want to brighten up. Look at, did everybody see that? Let's timestamp this. Where was this? Okay, almost at the end of the show. Timestamp, because I want to make sure that I create a video because I just did something miraculous. Okay, so let's do this again. So I put my Beyond Matte foundation on, all over. And then with my blending brush, multi-use blending brush, all over, especially underneath. Cool. Then I used my powder foundation by Jane, right? All over with the SPF, all over. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to take my light medium Skin Tuition. Look, SPF 30 in here too. A wonderful complement to the Jane Iredale Under Eye SPF 30. Best anti-aging secret, ladies. So now here is the 30. Here is the 36. Very similar. This one's the 36 is a slightly darker. Okay, let's take my little brush here. And so I had, everything was matte. Everything was matte. And I took a tiny, tiny bit. I'm going to do even less now. See? Tiny bit. So this one is a little bit more of a dewy finish. I'm going to go here. Right? Go all the way up just to add some highlight. I don't do contouring. Again, this is a show for people that are looking for high quality products at prime big deal discounts that are easy and don't require you to have to go back and watch some video to, help you, sometimes I'm like, okay, does this, if I get this product, will I need some sort of tutorial to get to watch it every single time? If that's the case, then I'll probably just pass. So again, really smart choices here, and these are beautiful. This is definitely made for people that are looking for that radiance booster, etc. And it's for all skin types, sensitive skin, friendly, but really good for my ladies that are looking for more anti-aging, that need that brightening, right? You could just use it as almost like a highlighter, concealer, or not. So now, again, let's take a look here. I want to show you my really pretty, okay, cool. So 2 blush items for you by Jane. I have powder, and I also have this blush stick. So going with the same theme, and you know what's coming. I'm about to group it into amazing gifts to give your friends, your loved ones, or yourself, right? Because you're getting a tremendous discount. This one is 34 off today. Big deal days, ends today. So add it to your cart. And don't forget before you go on your date tonight with whomever it is, maybe don't forget to check out, because tomorrow it will not have that 34 off. So look, I've used this a lot. This is the color Fervor. I love it. and they have so many colors. So I'm gonna now take my cheek brush, see, cheek brush, fabulous, and I'm gonna just go like that, because I have done shows where I've gone like that, and it actually blends beautifully, and it's fine. But I've been utilizing these brushes more. I used to not. I used to just like take my foundation and put it all over with my hands, and it would get so dirty, get in my eyebrows. Even my colorist was like, stop, get it, your hair is turning yellow. The lady that my hair colorist and my hairstylist is like, your hair is turning orange from your foundation. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to start getting better about, I don't know, it's more like maturing. Like, I'm not gonna just like throw it in my hands. It's also wasteful too. It's a lot more precise. And then again, you don't have to, if you make a mistake, like I always do, it's not as catastrophic. So I'm gonna go over that beautiful liquid foundation that I also put all over my face, but today we're just using it as a highlighting kind of blush. So look, I'm blending it in here with the foundation so that I have a little bit of rosiness, but not too much so that I can't put a classic red lip on, because you guys know I love that. So this is great. Look, if you put it on like this, it's stunning. It's really stunning. So feel free to go like this. Feel free to also bundle it with this cheek brush to be a little bit, just to right? Less is more, and you could, oh, look, see it, just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Actually, I'm gonna really, look, watch. I'm gonna take my cheek brush. Guys, this is also on the product carousel. I'm gonna take a ton of product, right? All right, so that goes on a little bit more, but still gentle. Now, if you like my dress, it's tagged at the end of the carousel. This is a very pretty classic look, right? So you get the color fervor, do a little rosy pink cheek, pink lip. Very, very, very pretty. And if you like any other colors, let me know. I love this blush stick. I find that it just blends and lasts longer. Because I have rosacea and I tend to run on the on more of the redder side, I'm not. You won't see me wearing tons of blush all the time, just because it brings out the red undertones in my skin. But this, again, I'm going to step back because we put on a lot of makeup. Okay, so we have all over the foundation here, right? And we used this, okay? And then we used this. This I also use all over too, but it's a little bit, like you use a tiny, tiny bit of this, and it has SPF. This is a great daytime one, and it gives you that radiance versus this one, which is totally matte. So if you want more of a glow, you want to get your illuminating primer and your Skin Tuition paired with the blush stick, and of course your cheek and all over multi-use blending brushes. These brushes, when I put them on the carousel before, sometimes they'll get clicks, sometimes they won't. Sometimes you guys are interested only because they are expensive, and I get that. I mean, I am a shopper just like you, and you know, it's not easy sometimes. So I just love this. Even, you know, the eyebrow brush is a great deal. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I have never invested in a super fancy kind of, I've never done this before. I only am able, I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can see this. So, all right, let's see. Yeah, cool. All right, how does this look? I think I can make it bigger. Can I make it bigger? I think that's the biggest. All right, mute it. Okay. Can you guys see? Oh wait, hold on. There we have it. So, all right. If you are really not great at doing your hair like me, this brush is amazing and it is super on sale. I've had the T3 round hairbrush for a while, and I just borrowed this from my mom to show you guys because I saw this deal and I was like, whoa, you know, to have that 38% off. If you are not good at styling your hair, which I am not, that's me getting ready with wet hair there. Look, I don't even have a clip in. I'm doing nothing. Oh good, thanks Jennifer. Yeah, I mean, look, you know, I do not wake up this way. So look, wet hair right there using this, and like, no, I don't have a clip. I'm not doing sections. I'm not doing anything. I'm just literally like randomly going through it. Look at this. Look at this. Totally beginner friendly, so easy. And look, it also has, so I wanna like pause it somewhere. Look how happy I am. Oh my gosh. Okay, those are the settings. I'm gonna show it to you. All right, but I'm gonna show you the settings in a second. That's an interesting shot, but I look like Courtney Love there. But I promise you, so this was yesterday when I was first testing it out and getting used to it. Now, there are 3 options. I use a round brush, and I actually showed it last year during October Prime Week, but it is a lot less expensive, and it's not. It doesn't have these 2 feature functions. See the two things here? So this one, the first one here, it's 3 settings. And look, you have, see this? So that's heat levels, different heat levels. And then this one is the level of how much is it going to be like zoom, or is it going to be like zhoo, or zhoo, right? So it's really, really precise. And with those 2, once you get used to it, which took me a day. Yeah, that was me doing it yesterday, and here's my hair today. And again, I spent about, sadly, I probably spent, I don't know, 4 minutes, maybe 5, doing my hair. I am terrible at doing my hair, like terrible at doing my hair. I don't find any joy in it. I know a lot of women do. They enjoy it. I don't. I'm like, if I could pick one Glam Squad thing to have at all times, like I would have a hairdresser that just live with me. I am terrible at doing my hair. I have tried everything from curlers, different types of hairspray, expensive, drugstore, whatever. And it always comes out just like kind of, but this, I think for me, and again, I did it quickly before the show. I think it did a pretty good job. I have 2 bobby pins in. No, just 1. Look how nice. My hair is pin straight, like so bad. Even in Florida, hot, humid Florida. And then I have had this is the same brand, the brush. They have a bundle, but I couldn't find it with the round brush. So the T3, this is premium. I know we're doing makeup, but I had to put this on because the results were just insane. So here's gosh, I bet I should brush my hair more. So I use this round brush, and you could really style it. So if you are terrible at doing your hair, this is an amazing Prime Day deal. Again, last year I bought a round hair dryer that was not premium beauty. It was not a premium beauty brand. It was not T3. T3 is known to be one of the top hairstyling tools. You know, they have a whole suite. They have like, you know, heatless, they have like heat rollers, they have regular blow dryers, they have everything. Right, and it's really, it's expensive. At least for me, it's expensive. So last year what I did instead, I bought something that was very similar, but not even, and it had a great deal attached to it as well. But it did not have the 2 settings. And honestly, you could see the difference. I love finding products that are just as good as the designer or like the super expensive one. And that's really what I do a lot. I do that all the time on Amazon Fashion with my shows. But if you're really bad at doing your hair like me, if you're a beginner, this is it. So totally splurgy, I know, but wow, so great. All right, I think we went through mostly everything. Tune in again, set your alarm, or please follow me. Now you know how to follow me. All you have to do is just click my face, view my storefront, right? And you'll see that I'm doing a 4 o'clock show with Stila Cosmetics, and we're gonna do a whole deep dive into that brand as well as their 2 on sale items. And here's my adorable dress. So if you go to my past live streams, my live from yesterday, you'll see a great, I paired it with this beautiful tweed blazer, all on sale right now. So happy big deal days. Thank you to Aria, Jennifer, and Lisa for your comments. I'm Hailey Feldman, and I will see you guys very soon. Thank you so much.